What's up, everyone? Arizona Bike Week is just around the corner, and I have some stuff I want to share with you about what you need to know about Arizona Bike Week. All right. Now, Arizona Bike Week is kind of the kickoff, at least over here on the West Coast, and it's a great time out there. The weather is always good for the most part. Happens right at the beginning of April, and it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and there's people that come from all over the place for the thing. So, if you're heading out to Arizona Bike Week, I promise you're going to have a good time. Bike weeks or any type of rallies are always what you make of them, not necessarily what's going on at the rally itself. So, with that being said, let me give you a little bit of what you should know about Arizona Bike Week if you've never gone or you want to experience it in a little bit of a different way. Now, first of all, this old fat bearded man doesn't have all the know-how, but I have been out to Arizona Bike Week a good amount of times, and I have figured out the things that I enjoy doing and places that I have figured out I don't need to go and visit those places, all right? So, if you've never been to Arizona Bike Week is, it's spread out. It's not all done kind of in one place. There's a lot of things that are going on. There's a dealership out there. There's in Scottsdale. There is, I believe it's called West World, which is where the fairgrounds are. There's a big thing that happens over there. There's Cave Creek. And then there are a ton of just kind of parties or sub things that are going on in the area because it is Bike Week. So there's a lot of the different things that are going on, from car stuff to motorcycle stuff to some bars just having some things that are going out there. Cruci Originals is out there. They usually are hosting some type of thing that's going on. So Arizona Bike Week is a little bit more spread out probably than some of your other things that you will find or some of your other rallies that you go to. All right, so if you're going to be going out to Arizona Bike Week, here's some places that I definitely do suggest for you to go and check out. Cave Creek. Cave Creek is a good time. That is definitely where you're going to find a lot of places, a lot of bars, a lot of people, a lot of vendors, and just overall a good time. There's the Roadhouse that's up there. I know Chopper Kings is going to be out there doing a show for themselves. So Cave Creek, a lot of people enjoy. I myself enjoy. It's about 30 minutes north of Scottsdale area. So again, that's where the spread out comes if you've never been out to Arizona, or at least if you've never been out to Bike Week. Now, go out and enjoy Cave Creek. Do it during the day, maybe on a Friday night or something, or maybe Friday or even Saturday when there's going to be a lot of people kind of riding up and down the street. You can kind of do some bar hopping out there. To me, that's what Cave Creek is a little bit more of. That's definitely where you're going to find the party, and you're going to be able to kind of just maybe park your bike there on Main Street or park it at a bar, and then just kind of hop bar to bar, meet up with your friends, go check out some of the bars that they have, go check out some of the bikes that they're going to be having at these bars. They will have vendors and stuff that are set up along Main Street there and within the bars themselves. So Cave Creek, always a good time. I definitely suggest that you get up to Cave Creek for half of a day or so, maybe. Yeah, I don't think you need to be up in Cave Creek for a full day. Just my opinion. If you've been there, you probably understand. If you haven't been there, you might understand when you get there. But by all means, make sure you get up to Cave Creek for a portion of your trip out to Arizona Bike Week, all right? You will enjoy it. It's a good vibe and it's a good time. There is also Scottsdale Harley-Davidson. Now, I believe, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest dealership over on the West Coast. It is a very nice facility, and every day they have something that's going on there. They always have vendors that are out in their parking lot. You're always going to see some nice bikes that are parked in there. So Scottsdale Harley-Davidson is also a good place to visit. It is the Harley dealership. It is the main Harley dealership in the area. So there's a lot of traffic that is going through there. You can probably, to be honest with you, you can probably split your time, like one day, some time over at Scottsdale before you head up to Cave Creek, or vice versa. Cave Creek, usually kind of in the afternoon, evening time is when it's really fun. You know, when the crowd's really getting up there, the bands are playing, the music's going, the bikes are going up and down Main Street. So, but check out Harley Davidson in Scottsdale. It's definitely a cool dealership to go and check out. It's huge. You can be there for a little bit and just hang out at that dealership. Westworld. If you've never been to Arizona Bike Week, you're going to hear all about Westworld. And I'm definitely not knocking Westworld, but for me, my style, Westworld isn't a place that I really go and want to hang out during the day. Every single night there are concerts that are going on over at Westworld, and you can buy a pass where you can get in every single night and go and enjoy a concert every single night. Some of the concerts that they have are really cool, but they have just your generic standard rally vendors that I find are at Westworld. It's cool. It's just one place to kind of visit, but for me personally, it's just not a high priority for me to get over there. You can do and have probably a better time over in Cave Creek, but if you want to experience all of Arizona Bike Week, probably get your way over to Westworld, even if just for a little bit to say, yeah, I went there and I checked it out. Now, what I do want to highly suggest, highly recommend, and everyone's time schedule is going to be different, and of course, you know, everyone's priority and what they want to do and how they want to spend their week is up to them, right? But if you're going to be out there on your bike, whether you rode there, whether you trailered your bike, whatever, however it is that you're going to enjoy it, I think really that's the point, is get out there and do some riding. There are some really nice places out in Arizona. The desert is definitely underrated, I would say. I think that's very fair to say that the desert is a little bit underrated when it comes to some of the riding that you will see out there. There is a truck show that always goes down out there, usually that same weekend of Arizona Bike Week. It's called the C10 Reunion, and really cool if you're into classic trucks, if you're into C10s especially. Definitely advise you to ride out and find that show. I forgot exactly what city that it's in, but Arizona Bike Week is a little spread out. You're going to have to move to some places. It's kind of, what I do like about it is that it forces you a little bit to get on your bike and go from point A to point B. And it's 20 minutes in between, 15 minutes from here to there. So you're getting some miles in between, but the C10 Reunion show is going on out there that weekend as well, and I've been. It's a really cool time. They have all the C10s parked inside of a giant parking structure, and as you go up, they get better. It's a really cool venue. They have this big giant grass area out in front where they have some really nice trucks as well, but the parking structure, they kind of just take over a parking structure, and as you get all the way to the top, the trucks and the quality of them and just gets better. And just cool people that are walking around that thing. You could spend a good day there for sure. Tortilla Flats, if you want to go and do some riding, if you want to maybe get and just enjoy, get out to Tortilla Flats. It is a old Western style kind of town, and the ride up to it, it's a really nice ride. A little windy, up in the hills just a little bit, so whatever hills they do have out there. But Tortilla Flats is a really good ride, so I do recommend that you get out there to Tortilla Flats if you can do that as well. Again, everybody's time out there wants to be spent a little bit different, and Arizona Bike Week is a little bit spread out, which I personally enjoy. It kind of forces you to move around and check out some new stuff and really enjoy the weekend on your bike. That's, I think, what I like most about it, is that you don't go from your hotel to a spot and park there all day long, and then you're just parked there. You got to kind of move around to go and find some cool stuff. Check out Cruzy Originals. They're usually putting out and doing something over at their shop that weekend as well. Kind of, they know that there's a bunch of Harley enthusiasts in town, and so there's a lot of shops in town. There's a lot of good shops. Ramjet Racing is also out there, for example. So there's a lot of good shops that are out there that will open their doors because they know the biker community is in full force and they are out there for the weekend. So take advantage of it. Arizona Bike Week is a good time. It is a little bit spread out, but I think that's really good for you getting on the bike and moving around. If you're going out there with a group of people, if you're going out there with a group of 10 people, I always, you don't feel obligated. Now, again, I'm not telling you how to go and spend your weekend, but this is the way I've run Arizona Bike Week for myself. I've gone out there with a giant group of people, and I just kind of broke away and went to go see some of the stuff that I wanted to see while I was out there, because not everybody's going to want to. Some people are just going to want to go to Cave Creek, and they're going to want to spend their entire day there. But if you're out there, take advantage of the stuff. Go out, ride some stuff, see some cool stuff, and you will really enjoy it. All right, so that's kind of maybe what you need to know for Arizona Bike Week. I hope you guys have fun. I will not be able to attend this year. I will probably be having a little bit of FOMO over here as I'm watching all of my friends and watching the stories. But priorities in life, right? I got a business meeting that Monday, and I need to prepare for it a little bit. Probably not best to come back to that important business meeting. Just kind of worn out and drained from the weekend festivities, if you know what I mean. So go out there to Arizona Bike Week, enjoy yourself, travel, go see some stuff. Don't be afraid to break off from your pack a little bit and do some exploring on your own, because you will find some really beautiful scenery out there. You'll find some really cool shops, and there's just stuff to do all over the place during that week. So you guys have fun while you're out there. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Get there safe, and get back to your home landing spot safe, all right? You guys have a damn good time. Have fun.